pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chill. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah,
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Yeah.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
All day. What? 280. Check. Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Took right.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's checking. Go 14. Hey, alert 3. Back.
Throwing again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The tank, Demarcus Lawrence with a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Kill. 47. Kill. Under.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch the safety.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, kill. 47, 46.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Right there, 54, right there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's out right at the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check 52. Switch.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Throwing again on second down. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. This complete to Lockett. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45.
Safety's creeping. Check safety.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Stop your running.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Run left, push the team. 54. Oh, yeah.
On first down, Procise. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the eye. Check the backer, check the backer. Good job right there, good job right there.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 54 is Mike. 54 is
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. Go. Strip that ball. Take 4. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert. Boss.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Touch Missy, touch Missy. Hatch it. Deuce.
On third down, Wilson rolling to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Process. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Process taking it in. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Austin complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. quick throw here out to Cobb.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Everybody, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the run.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Forbath able to convert the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, alert. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Zebra. Hey, switch gears.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Today's final score, Cowboys 17, Seahawks.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Report reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you want?